welcome to another episode of the Chrissie Mayr podcast. It's me, your girl, Chrissie Mayr. Check us out on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, and if you're listening on, and as always, please leave a 5-star review. Guys, it's a big week. My album, live from January 6th, comes out this week. It was actually played this morning on Sirius XM Raw Dog Radio. That sounds dirty, but it's not. It was played at 10 a.m. and they're going to be playing it again at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then it will be available on iTunes and Amazon tonight at midnight. This is very exciting. I know it went live today. I still haven't listened to it yet. I don't know. It's like it's weird. I've listened to so many of my sets and shows over the years. I haven't listened to it yet. I have not listened to it yet. I don't know if I'm nervous to or what, but I think I'm a little nervous too. I know that it's good. Everyone keeps saying that it's really good. So I don't know. I think maybe I'll do some sort of either watch along or some kind of content related to the album after it comes out a little bit. But if you haven't pre-ordered it yet, go to iTunes right now. I want to boost up some of the iTunes numbers. Go to iTunes, search for my name. It should come right up, and then pre-order the album from iTunes. Again, Chrissie Mayr live from January 6th. Going to be out as of midnight. So this is very exciting. I want to do a quick word from our sponsor. Guys, we have heard of so many people who've made a ton of money from crypto. And for me, it's a mysterious beast. I don't know anything about it. And I've thought over the years, like, what if I could just copy somebody? You know what? You can. You can do the same. The Copy My Crypto membership shows you the exact crypto that YouTuber James McMahon personally holds and allows you to copy him. It's like having a big brother who knows what he's doing. You don't need to know a thing about crypto like me or how to invest. You simply just do what he does. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about James. He runs the Crypto with James YouTube channel, which, despite heavy censorship, has over 15,000 subscribers and 1 million views. Since March of 2020, he's told his viewers to buy 26 crypto coins. Had you put $100 into each one, it would now be worth over $66,000. Of the 26 coins, his top pick of the year, a coin called Phantom, is currently up around 440 times from when he started. That one call alone has retired a number of people, young guys and girls in their 20s and 30s. It's kind of amazing that they could just not work again based off of crypto. And this is all public knowledge, by the way. You can go to YouTube and verify this for yourself. If you'd like to join the 1,300 members who copy James, then stop what you're doing and head on over to copymycrypto.com/Mayr. Let me put it up on the screen there. Boom. Copymycrypto.com. That's spelled Mayr. You'll not only find proof of everything I've just said, but my listeners get full access for just $1. You won't find this offer anywhere else, but act fast because this is a new year offer and it will expire soon. That's copymycrypto.com/Mayr. Don't take this offer lightly. This guy is the real deal. Go check out the site. See if it resonates for you. Just see if it sounds good to you. Guys, I got a couple shows coming up. About to go on tour this week again. I can't believe I'm even saying, like, I hear myself saying these words and I'm like, who am I? Like, who am I with this impressive sounding life? I'm going on tour again this week. I'm going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina on the 17th. Oh, for St. Patty's Day, come out to Good Nights in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm not Irish, but I will pretend to be for one night only. Then I'm going to see my brother, see the niece and nephew, see if they remember me. They're very young. I haven't seen them since pre-pandemic, so we'll see. And then I'm heading to Savannah, Georgia on March 19th to do the Wormhole. Then I'm heading to Tampa, Florida on March 20th to do Splitters at the Grove. I believe the venue is called like Wellesley Chapel. But tickets are flying, so if you want to come to these shows, get them soon. Get them ASAP. I know this Florida show is going to be a star-studded event. So I can't wait to see you guys. Then I'm going to be with Comedians of the Compound April 22nd and 23rd at the Claridge Hotel at the Celebrity Theater inside the Claridge Hotel there in Atlantic City. So I hope to see you guys at a show and make you guys laugh. All right. without further ado, I'm going to bring on our guest, which she's a very good friend of mine. She is a YouTuber. She is a conspiracy queen. She's so many things. It's Rick Flex.
Chris, what's going on?
Woo! Oops,
I'm so happy to see you.
there's my logo. I'm getting it together. See, Frank is not here to engineer this, so I have to engineer it all myself. It's fine. I'm a
Girl, at
woman
least
in
you got
tech
some
now.
help.
Yeah. Thank you, Riss, so much for joining me last minute. I was like behind on scheduling because I was away. I was in Texas last week.
How was it?
Woo! It was so fun. Well, I love going out to Texas. I've been to Dallas like probably 6 or 7 or 8 times at this point now. I feel like I go out at least twice a year.
I haven't been there yet. I have to visit you out there.
For sure. Yeah, maybe I
It
can
looks so fun.
help put in a good word for you with the Blaze. I think you'd be so great over there. I feel like I'm slowly but surely like getting all my friends in with appearances over there. So that
Fun.
so that was super fun. It was the trip came up so last minute. So I did an appearance there with Anna, that Star Wars girl, which like I
Oh,
think
yeah.
you've been on some streams with. She was super fun. She's like a Star Wars expert. So I love that like every every question she was able to basically bring it back to Star Wars and that's like that's her specialty and she's not so much like a political person, but she's great.
Yeah.
She's a great girl. So I did that and then I drove out to Rockwell, Texas, which is about 45 minutes away to do
Mm.
Mike Ritland's podcast and he was a former Navy SEAL. And I don't know if you know, like, military people risk, but it was like you can tell he was, like, kind of had, like, a like, intensity about him,
Translucent shit.
and I was just
Yeah.
like, "Woo!" And he had his Navy SEAL helmet on his desk, and I guess when you first get it, it's green, but then when you pass a certain level, they paint it red. He was telling me
Oh.
about it, and I was like, "Wow." And so she had that red
Oh.
helmet, like, right on his desk, and he had, behind him in, like, a little showcase, in a little bookcase, all
Yeah.
these different they laughed at me because I called them cop chips. I know that they're not cop chips, but, like, they're these little metal circular, let me see if I can bring it up from my Instagram because I took a picture of it.
This was his studio?
This was his studio. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up right here. This was
Hmm.
his studio was great. I always love going around and seeing different people's studios.
Right.
Okay, so this was him right here, Mike Ritland. This was the helmet.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so
Wow, some people have the nicest
these are
studios.
what I called cop chips, which they're not
Mm.
cop chips. They're just like
But they have, like, little badges on them?
they have little badges on. They're all I wonder if they're from, like, different, like, military outfits or, like, cop or
Mm.
firemen. This is how little I know. Even if I try to describe this, I sound like a moron. But they were very impressive, and here's his, he had some sort of a reason why his slogan is
Was
"Choke
this, like, in
yourself."
his house?
This was not in his house. This was a separate studio. It seems like everybody there just, like, has a studio out of a strip mall.
Oh,
That's
okay.
kind of like how the
Neat.
architecture is. There's
In
not, like,
Texas.
giant office buildings, like, when it comes to, like, New York City, like, you go to Sirius XM, you're in a giant office building, you're going up to, like, the 30th
Mm.
floor, you know, it's
Okay.
they usually have the whole floor, but here it's like, yeah, you find a space in an office building in a, like a one-story office building in a strip mall or something, like 1
Okay,
or
I
2
guess, like,
stories.
real estate is affordable, so that's, like, the best way to do it,
I
and
think
especially if you have
so.
guests a lot on your show, that makes sense.
Yeah, everything's flat, everything's
Yeah.
spread out. I loved the flag decor. I was feeling it. There was a lot of
Ooh.
men there. And then I drove to Austin and did InfoWars. I'd met Owen Schroyer before.
Oh, so fun.
This is a I know, and I was like,
What? I didn't know
ah,
you did this.
we look related here.
Wow.
And then, my friend Brittany Venti came out with me. We drove from
Yeah.
Dallas to Austin. She was, like, live streaming almost the whole time. If you guys wanna watch that video, go to her YouTube
Wait,
channel.
I love her outfit. She's, like,
She
all
was
cowgirl.
she was so extra. Yeah, she showed
Oh
up,
my
like, I
god.
picked her up at her house at, like, very early in the morning. Might have been, like, not well, 9 is not very early. Picked her up. It's, like, a 4-hour drive, and she showed up in this getup with a cowboy hat. I
Dude,
think she had boots on, and she had this, like, cow shirt.
I wanna meet all of these Texas friends.
There's so many. I feel like most of my friends are in Texas, and this was
Wow.
Rob, who was, who worked on the show. Cool
Mm.
guy. And this was the InfoWars 1,000,000 subscriber button that they had that someone
They
had
took
shot
it to
up.
the range?
Yeah.
Rude.
And then they hung it up. I was like, "This is badass. I love that this is
That
here."
is badass, actually.
And I feel like I got into YouTube so late in the game. I completely missed, info actually being unbanned. Like, I can't
Yeah,
imagine what that time must have been like the golden age of the internet, the golden age of
right.
YouTube where you can just
And
find
they would do
anything.
Yeah, and they would just do anything to keep on the people that were getting a lot of views. Now it's like
Yeah,
if you're starting to get a lot of views, they start to cut you back if you're, saying too much.
right? They don't want you to get too big, and they, I
Right.
think, particularly target, you know, smaller channels that are getting bigger.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
they
love
are.
that they shot this up. I think Louder with Crowder also shot up their YouTube button. I don't know if it was a
Mm.
million button or just the 100K silver button,
Um,
but I guess it's becoming a theme.
so, like, after you reach 100K, they'll tell you on your dashboard if you can apply to get the button
You
because
have to apply to get the button?
yeah, well, they review your channel and see if you deserve it after you get it, so you have to wait at least
Damn.
6 weeks after, so, like, I've been patiently waiting for that little notification to come up on my dash saying that I can get it.
Oh my god, 'cause you have it, Riss.
Yeah, but I've had so many channel violations, I don't know if, they're gonna
What's
approve it, but I'm
ugh,
waiting, I'm
what kind
waiting.
of channel violations have you had?
Let's see, there's one right now, I had a community guidelines strike, um, it it doesn't really give me details.
That's so generic.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so
just like
vague.
a general thing. Yeah, it's all good. It's
Okay,
all
so
good.
here's Riz
Mhm.
Flex's channel. If you haven't subscribed already, I don't know what you're waiting for. Riz does great videos. She does tons of research. She's not just me out here talking out of my ass about things I've heard. She she goes deep. She has sources. She's got
It's
like
fun.
gripping thumbnails.
It's fun. I really can't believe that one, about the indictments got so many views. It's,
Which one is that? Is that
um,
this
the
fat
first one,
woman
the
here?
first one on that row.
This So
That
Much
one.
Is Happening?
Yeah. Yeah, that one got
This
so many
came out
views.
just 2 months ago. Let's see, what was this one about? But I
Yeah,
like
it was,
just
talking
so
about
much is
Hollywood.
you title it
What's up,
vaguely,
y'all?
like, you
It's
say
Wrist
so much
Flex,
is
and welcome
happening. Do you
back to
think
my
that is
channel.
to
Today is
protect you
Wednesday,
from
December
censorship?
29th, 2021. In this video, we're gonna be talking a
Like, do
little
you
bit
feel
about
like
some
if
indictments,
you
some
are talking exactly
unfortunate
about
and
like, if you
sudden
title it about what you
passings
talked about, do you think that's
of
gonna get you more banned,
concerning
like, or more
cute
censored?
related people, like, uh yeah,
Mute
mute
it.
that. There you
Okay.
go. Um, what'd you say?
Do you feel like by titling your videos, like, on this one, you've titled it "So Much Is Happening," do you feel
Because
like
I
that
had
protects you from censorship a little bit?
No, I just had so much to talk about, and, like, after doing all the research, I'm sitting there, I'm about to go live, I'm like, how do I even title this thing? I don't know, like, there's just a lot going on. It's like,
Yeah.
how do I put it into few words, everything I wanna say? As it's a lot to think about, so I
Who
just
is
had to.
getting indicted here? Jake Tapper.
Yeah, I think that one is, we were talking about all the people in CNN that were getting caught
Oh
for the
my
Pred stuff, and then,
god, that's
the
right.
Kardashians, people like, a couple people that they know were getting caught for Pred stuff, and then, like, children that they knew were going missing, and then one of their former managers was, found dead in the back of a car. There's a lot of crazy
Of the
stuff.
Kardashians?
Yeah.
Damn,
The same managers of the
I didn't hear
Kardashians,
about
Kanye.
that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Found dead in the back of a car.
Holy hell, that doesn't seem like a natural cause.
Mm-mm, especially when they're satanic worshipers. Have you been following Kanye's Instagram? Hey, not my
I've
words,
been
but
hearing
theirs.
no, and
Kanye
I am
Kanye's
not
been exposing
refuting
them.
them.
He's like, "I don't want my children being raised by satanic worshipers." It's all over Kanye's Instagram.
I haven't looked at Kanye's Instagram,
He's going
but I
crazy.
enjoy him. You know what? I'm gonna follow him right now. I can't believe
Yeah.
I hadn't been following him before.
Yeah, do it.
That's what I had been hearing about Kanye, is that he was not about the Kardashian grift, he was not about, like, the system, which I feel like is the only reason why Kim and Pete Davidson are dating right now. Like, the powers that be decided that they need, Kim and Pete Davidson,
Oh, he
our peak
deleted
male.
everything.
He
Dude,
did?
he only has 3 posts now. Dude, this is why I need to screenshot and record. and
What
go live.
happened? This one is just pins.
I
It
don't
looks
know.
like Kim, an alien, and then him.
Oh
This
my
was on my
god.
daughter's backpack when I was allowed to see her last week. This is why I go so hard for my family. I'm wired to protect my family at all cost. As the priest of my home, don't worry, Northie, God is still alive. Whoa.
Dude. Oh, no. It's so crazy.
And
The
they
stuff
go so hard on, "Oh, Kanye's crazy."
yeah, it's so crazy. Like, he exposes them all. And whether
And
it's true or
that's
not,
what they do. They come after people who are exposing the you know whos and just call them crazy.
yeah.
What all did he delete? I'm sure somebody got screenshots.
Um, damn, I don't know, maybe I screenshotted some of it even. He was posting pictures of his daughter from her TikTok and saying like, she was putting all this crazy, like, makeup on her face, and then he posted a picture of it of North it's called, like, North and I don't know, one of her 2 children's names on
Yeah,
TikTok.
north and south. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Something like that. And, he was saying
Ah!
how the TikTok is crazy. Just,
Wow, right,
putting too much up there, it's
they
Satan's
gotta
work.
fight their kids. I mean, they're very vulnerable to all this stuff getting wrapped up. It would be the easiest thing for them to get wrapped up in all of this, and I don't know, get MK Ultra or whatever, get in the system just like, they all have. They're just all slaves to the system. Pete just
Mhm.
told Kanye to grow the F up in texts bragging about being in bed with Kim. I mean, this is like such gaslighting here. Look at this little twerp. I don't understand. I don't understand the
It's
allure.
a big change from
Yeah.
Kanye to Pete,
Yes.
right?
Everything is different except for maybe, well, we've all heard the rumors. Let's
The
see.
rumors.
Wow. I still can't believe Pete Davidson is only 28 years old still. He introduced himself to Kanye as Skeet, the obscene nickname that Ye has ascribed to the comedian in dozens of since deleted posts on social media in recent weeks. Yo, it's Skeet,
It's
Pete
crazy,
Legend.
like, the type of things that go on in celebrity lives and how that ends up being, like, the talk of the world when in reality, they're really not the biggest issues, like,
Of
people
course not. It's
everybody
not
that
even
is
that
reading this
interesting.
has more going on in their life,
Yeah, you're right.
a lot
It's
worse.
Yeah, and I think it's a nice escape for people. I mean, when I was growing up, my mom loved picking up a National Enquirer from the grocery store. She loved watching News.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When I was still living at home,
Yeah.
like in the early aughts, we would all, crowd around the TV and watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Like,
Yeah.
I think I watched it because my mom and my sister were more into it. Like, obviously now that I'm like living on my own, it doesn't occur to me to ever turn it on. I just, like, never turn on the TV. There's just so many other things
Mhm.
I'd rather be doing,
Mhm.
and I can get my news from, like, Daily Wire or, my friends, basically.
Nice. From Flex.
From Flex! So Pete wrote, "Yo, it's Skeet. Can you please take a second and calm down? It's 8 a.m., and it don't gotta be like this. Remember, guys, the worse your grammar is, the cooler you are. It don't gotta be like this." The comedian went out to defend
Yeah.
his girlfriend, Kim, and praise her parenting skills after Ye's repeated call out about their kids. Yeah, and it's like, does it necessarily matter if Kim it's not even about Kim's parenting skills, it's about Kanye wanting to be involved with his own kids' lives,
Yeah.
and it sounds like they're keeping him out. So, yeah, North is 8, Chicago is 4, Saint is 6, and Psalm is 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
they're all, like, even ages. They're very, like, nicely spread out. I think she had, surrogates for all of these but
oh,
North.
yeah, and then she get the moon bump.
Oh, yeah, all the
Into that.
celebrities get the moon bump. I think Rihanna has the moon bump going
I
on
wouldn't be
right now.
surprised. Yeah.
I've seen some posts that kinda
Yeah,
point
I
it
hear
out.
they all do surrogates because they don't wanna, like, mess up their body.
And why be sketchy about it? Why be cagey? Why not just say, "Oh, yeah, I'm using a surrogate?" Like, they don't we already know celebrities are vain and kind of
Right.
selfish when it comes to, like, yeah, their
I think
bodies, it's their
because that
brand.
would be more of the talk than the actual child, and, like,
Mhm.
right?
And you know what? I'm sure part of it is they don't want the surrogate to get any attention.
Yeah.
And because then people are gonna be like, "Oh, who's carrying Rihanna's baby? Who's carrying Kardashian's baby?" Like,
Right.
then they would do, like, a deep dive on these surrogates. And you know what? I bet Hollywood, like, they have their own, like, pen of surrogates. Like, I bet they have
They
a
do.
couple of companies that they use.
Right.
So,
And it's also sort of like playing God, which gets into an interesting topic. Like,
me
they're
meaning,
really
like
trying to control all aspects of the process.
meaning the celebrities do, or, like, these companies that
Yeah, like the celebrities,
yeah.
like using a surrogate to control all aspects of it, like from a
Mhm.
third party. Yeah.
Right, and they control them, and I think they probably tell them what they can eat and can't eat, and
Yeah.
they're I wonder how much these surrogates get paid.
Like, so they can drink and have a party and then
Yes, you're right, they don't have to stop going out,
they
they
don't
don't
have to
have
do
to, like
anything.
they don't have to
Right.
stop eating sushi,
Right.
and especially if, like, if they're a little on the older side, they don't have to worry about, I don't know, whatever else.
Yeah. The whole, like, vaginal stretching.
Yeah, I'm sure people are worried about their Kegels
Yeah.
flapping away.
Yeah, rich by the way, Chrissy, have you ever been on birth control?
I was briefly when I was, like, right out of college. I was on it for, like, a year. I didn't like how it made me feel.
Yeah,
I got off
right?
it, and I haven't been on anything since.
What do you remember what kind you used? So
It was a pill. It
yeah,
was
so,
yeah, I don't
like,
remember.
a month ago, I tried ortho low, and, like, the last time I had used it was, like, back in high school, so it's been, like, so long, but I tried it again because I have a new boyfriend, and,
Ooh.
it fucked me up so bad. I had to get off of it a couple days ago. I can't go back.
How did it make you feel? How did it
It made
mess
me
you
go
up?
crazy. It's like the hormones just take over your entire body and just turn you into a different person. Like, I couldn't deal with the littlest issues that would come up, you know?
Damn.
I couldn't deal with anything. I would just get emotional and
So you
cry.
had no coping. You had no coping
I had
skills.
no coping skills with anything. I couldn't tolerate anything.
Damn, and think about this is why women get a bad rap as being, like,
Yeah,
so crazy. I think
it's so crazy.
because millions of women are on birth control, and it's fucking you
Dude,
up.
and it's crazy when you if you don't realize that it's the pill that's making you that way, and if you really think that that's how you are reacting to things, like, I could see easily how people could just go crazy permanently. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it tricks your body into making you think you're already pregnant, so whatever hormones would be going on, like, while you're pregnant, you just have those all month long,
I couldn't.
and you need the different, hormones throughout your cycle that keep your
Mm,
everything
good
regulated,
point.
and you also choose a
Yeah.
different like, when you're on birth control all the time, like, you choose a different type of man than you were if you weren't on birth control because, like, your natural body cycle, it's like depending on, like, your estrogen or progesterone levels, and where you are in the cycle, right? Like, when
Oh.
your fertility is up, like, your body actually seeks out a specific kind of partner to, like, reproduce with, and
Oh my
it's someone that
god.
complements your genes.
Oh, that's so
Um, I've
fascinating.
read so many articles about how, like, women pick a different kind of guy when they're on birth control, and, like, they end up picking, like, a softer not and obviously, so many people are gonna, like, blow up my messages like, "Oh, I was on birth
No, but that
control," and
makes so much sense, like, when I was
yeah.
on the birth control, I needed, like, my boyfriend to be sensitive towards me.
Yes.
Like, cause he would say something, and I felt so like it was like a confrontation when I never used to think of it like that in the past, and I was like, "Oh my god, how do I tell him I need him to be more sensitive to me? Like, I can't handle it right now."
Yeah, and maybe it's like you don't it's like if you end up just picking an entirely I don't know, maybe you pick, like, an overall softer guy than you would like, if you need a guy to be, like, strong at certain point not saying anybody who's on birth
You
control
definitely won't pick
is
a
gonna pick a soy boy, but I'm just saying, I've looked into it. Charles Hunt, thank you for the $20 super sticker. Matthew Hammond, good to see you, buddy. It's been a minute. Guess who is performing next Friday at Zany's in Nashville? Not Chrissy. Ryan Long will be in Tennessee. I guess he will do until Chrissy Hums comes here. Yes, definitely go see Ryan Long. I think he has a new special out as well. I think it's called White Immigrant. He's a funny guy. Yeah, I tried to do something in Zanies last year and it fell apart because the guy I was gonna be co-headlining with, Tim Young, completely bailed on me. So kinda fucked my shit up a little.
Oh, have you talked to him since?
We are not talking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well
he did not handle that well and messy.
well, how is his life? Is he doing good, or is he
Talking about
still
Tim?
going
Or
around fucking up people's lives?
are you talking about Tim? I don't really know what he's up to. Honestly, he's more of a, like, Twitter comedian, like, Twitter personality than he is
Mm,
honest to God a real comedian who does
mm,
shows and dates and does the road and hustles. Not to judge, but it's like it's yeah,
yeah,
I think he didn't understand the concept of, like, you have to really promote, and sometimes you gotta really work to get, like, butts in the seats. Not like posting is really work. You're sending out tweets like you normally do. It's not just like, your name goes up on a website and it immediately sells out. Like, even the bigger
right,
comics have to still promote.
right,
So,
yeah.
anyway, yeah, there's very few people who have truly screwed me over in the industry. Like, I could probably count. There's probably 2 or 3, like, to and 2 to which, like, it actually has had long-term effects and, like, screwed me over with other people, like
Mm,
other club owners and such, like, for festivals and whatnot. Maybe
mhm,
2, and he's one of them.
mm,
So, like, whatever. No hard feelings. It's good. Everything that happens to you is a lesson, and it was a good lesson to me, like, don't go on tour with somebody who you meet and you think, like, you would get along with and, like,
yeah,
necessarily speak to their work ethic or their values or, like, if they're gonna respect you or the process or really, like, be
right, like,
going on
people
tour
on
with somebody is
camera
not
or in person, they're totally different when you
it's
start,
n it's not
talking.
willy-nilly. It's like we would've needed to, like, travel around together, like, we would had to have and it was a blessing that it happened before it all happened, like, we would've needed to, like, rent a car together and travel around and, like, if you're not doing that with the
Oh,
right person who, knows how to work hard and, um, just be,
yeah,
like, all the things. So,
self-motivating. Yeah,
yeah,
very
it was
true.
good that that happened early.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so exciting, Riss. Like, I feel like we're about 2 or 3 weeks out from the content house,
I'm so excited. Who's
Me too,
coming?
me too. Okay, let me get my
Oh my gosh.
I have a board here.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay,
because it's constantly moving parts. People are
okay.
in, people are out, people are not staying the whole time.
Oh, really? Tell me all about it.
So, okay, Anthony Cumia is coming.
Okay,
It's gonna be great, and we're trying to line up, to go shooting, uh,
okay.
possibly
Should I bring all my guns?
I mean, as many as you are able and comfortable, yeah.
Okay, like, I can bring extras if people need.
Ooh, okay. The range would have some. Okay, so Kumi is coming, whatever Amy is coming. Elsa Jean is coming. She might be bringing a friend. Zia Anderson is coming. Leanne Starr. A couple of my compound media boys to do tech. Gino Bisconti.
Can you send a picture of this to me so I can, like, in my
Yeah.
accent
We're
stuff?
still figuring out like for the guys, it's more clear who they're gonna bunk with. I
Okay.
figure I'm basically gonna have like an OnlyFans room, like the girls that all do OnlyFans. 'Cause then you have like, and then we have, Jim Stansel, who is gonna do some tech, but he's also just like a human party favor. He's done a bunch of shows at Compound. He's a
Okay.
blast. Another tech guy who's like a DJ. Ashton Birdie is coming. I don't know if you know her. Brittany Venti will be there. Carrie Smith is coming.
Oh my gosh.
And Riz Flex. Right, well, you're gonna be, you're coming with your boo.
Yeah, so we're
You
gonna
might
stay nearby.
yeah, so then it doesn't
But
even
keep me in the
matter for
group
you.
chats, keep me in the loop because I still, like, wanna bring food and alcohol
Oh,
and
yeah.
try to stay the whole time.
We're gonna do a group chat, and I gotta figure out who's gonna be in what room. I'm mostly certain, and then we got, like, just some sorted, like, tech people, some people that are gonna cook. So it's gonna
Okay.
be rad,
I'm
and I'm gonna make a
excited.
group chat so we can figure out, well, how some of the New York people are gonna like, who needs a ride up, who are we gonna pick up from the airport, etcetera.
Okay.
It's gonna be hot. So,
Mhm.
yes, tell me about the new boyfriend. Also update
Yeah.
me. So when we last left off,
Okay.
um, Okay, so, the
Yeah.
ex-boyfriend
Yes.
did not like that we had mentioned him on a live stream, and then I listened back, and I was like, "We actually didn't say
He
very
was
much at
mad.
all
Yeah, he
about
was
him."
mad that I was talking about him, and then he texted me and was being really mean, and then was starting to, like, do mean things, and then I just got a letter in the mail, I'm going to court. I'm going to court.
So
So,
he sent you a letter court for what?
I don't wanna give out too much information.
Okay, okay. Does it have to do with the podcast?
No.
Okay.
But that, I think, might have pushed him over the edge to be like,
What
"You know
the
what? I'm gonna, like,
fuck?
push my grudges to the limit with this girl." Like, he's been wanting to ruin my life, and he even told me that in person when I broke up with him. He's like, "I'm gonna try to make your life hell. I'm gonna try and ruin it." So, like, he's been focusing on me this
Wow.
much. We've been broken up for over a year and a half, and he's still been focusing on ruining my life.
You'd be amazed. There's people out there who have kids with people who have been broken up for years, decades, and they still are set on ruining their lives.
Yeah.
So, not
Yeah,
uncommon,
I know.
and
It
I
could
even
be worse. It could be worse. There could be
kids
little human
involved.
children involved, so thank God that's not
And
there.
we even listened back, me and Frank listened back. We did not say his name, where he lived, no specifics about him, just what you were going through, and, like, nothing that anyone would be able to track this guy down with, and you're
Right,
allowed to talk about your life.
right, right.
So
So, I think what really bothers me is it wasn't him that was watching it, it was his family. And that is what really bothers me because it's like, how can he move on from his ex if his family is following my every move and my friend's every move and then reporting back to him? Like, he
it's a
doesn't
little
need.
sad. It's like,
It's
why don't
really
you guys
sad.
have more going on?
Like, how can he move on? His family needs to move on too.
Oof.
So, like, yeah, he heard about it from his family. It's so messed up.
Right?
Anyway,
And, like, it's like, do you
like,
reach
"Hey,
out
your
to the
ex was
family
talking
and
about you on
go
a podcast." Like,
and it's like, do you reach out to the family and go, "Can you not?" Like, you can't stop
right.
someone from listening and watching your content, but I guess what would I do? I think I would just shut off all communication, just stop answering texts and
Yeah,
calls and just, like, truly cut off,
yeah,
like, you just have to move on. You're not in control of what anybody else does.
right.
I don't know if the family has some sort of false hope that you guys would get back together, like, that's the only reason I can think of for constantly watching somebody's content, like, maybe they
Yeah.
really liked you and they're
I don't know,
hoping.
like, he never talked to me that much anyway.
Wow.
They never did. So,
Oof, yeah, and I'm seeing in the chat some people are sympathizing, some people in the chat have had crazy exes too, and even at one point, we were like, "Oh, you can have him email us if he wants the episode taken down, like,
did he?
give him this email." He never emailed us, never reached out at all.
Yeah.
So,
It's just more proof in the pudding he's trying to just ruin my life.
it's
He
not
doesn't
even
really
about
care.
the podcast or what was
It's
said.
not.
It's like he just wants to
He wants to communicate with me.
be
Like,
annoying to you. Yeah, have a
keep the
reason to stay in
communication line
contact.
going for some reason.
Yeah, yeah. Damn.
Oh, and so the court date is scheduled for March 31st, which is is like the day after my birthday, and
Oh,
I have
no, and it's Content
and I have
House.
plans to be at the content house that night.
Fuck!
Don't
Oh,
worry,
no.
I'm trying to get it rescheduled, but it's
Just
just like
say damn,
it's such a fucking pain in my ass. Sorry for the language.
damn. No, curse away. This is wild.
Yeah, it's like of all times for him to schedule it.
I like that Colo Smith thinks that this is a fake American flag and that I don't actually like America and I'm pandering. Thank you, Colo Smith, for
How hard
watching.
do you like America? What are you willing to
Yeah.
do? Chrissy, you have to wear the American flag. You have to put on
Colo's like, "You
stars
gotta"
in your
yeah,
face.
"Say the Pledge of
You
Allegiance
better
right
be
now."
dedicated. You better say a prayer to God.
People just like to get attention by saying silly things. That's what I'm noticing more and more about the internet. Like, they don't even believe what they're saying. They just like to be contrarian and try to get attention. It's like the kindergarten equivalent of, like, pulling braids at recess.
Yeah,
Ye
he's gonna
old
record that and save it
Ye
for
old
life.
sa yeah, he's gonna jerk off to it later. Ye old sage. Chrissy Mayr pre-ordered your album here in, the UK from Amazon UK. Wow! I'm abroad now. Will your be released on this side of the pond at the same time as the US of A? This Brit really likes your humor with a U. It should be. Yeah, it definitely should be worldwide. Young Pei Chang. Good morning, guys. 5 for Frank Pellegrino in the morning.
Aw.
Aw.
Chrissy, you're so famous. You're so famous.
Oh, stop. Wowie. So, yeah, we can't it's so funny. I was listening to a little bit of Daily Wire. I like that they
Yeah.
have I mean, I got, like, a yearly subscription to them because I was like, "You know what? They support Gina Carano. They're making movies. They're having alternative, you know, Hollywood content." So I was like, "I wanna
Mm.
support them." And they have an
Mm.
interesting like, in the morning, it's just called, like, Daily whatever. It's just, like, I can listen to it while I'm putting makeup on, and it's, like, a quick, like,
Mm.
15-minute what's up. And so they were talking about that a journalist, and I'm sure, like, without talking too much about, like, Russia and Ukraine, because YouTube, but
Yeah.
this journalist, they're like, "Oh, an American journalist died, in Ukraine," and
Oh, I
I'm
saw that.
thinking, like, "What's this journalist's affiliation?" Because 'Cause I'm like, "I bet he's liberal because if he was liberal, they wouldn't even refer to him as a journalist," and sure enough, they're like,
Mm.
"Yeah, he was with the New York Times," and then when they called the New York Times for comment, they were like, "Yeah, he wasn't even on assignment with us at the time." Like, I was like, why would you
Dude,
kind of, like, denounce or, like, shame this guy? I don't know, or maybe that's just what they picked out, but
what was he
it
doing over there? Just
yeah,
on
was he
vacation?
vacationing? What the hell was he doing
Yeah.
over there? Like, what do
Mm.
you think is gonna happen?
It could be they could be saying it like that so they try to remove their association with it, like, if did you see the show
Right, like, "Oh, we didn't send him over there."
right, like,
Yeah.
did you see the Netflix show about Anna Delvey?
No, but that name's so familiar.
She's
Who is
this
that?
girlie that infiltrated high society in New York, and she got caught because she was, like, ripping people off.
Yes.
The reporter that was
It sounds
covering
like my
that case,
dream.
she would go to the jail to report with her, but she would do it as, like, on her own time. She wouldn't go as a reporter because it was,
Okay.
like, harder to get in that way into the jail. It was easier for her to just go on her own time. So,
Yeah.
maybe that was the same situation with Ukraine, like, it would just be easier for that reporter to go on their own time.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
it's cool.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what, like, I've, I've done when you have jobs, it's like, oh, you gotta do things on your own time and, like, sneak it in, but you would figure, like,
Mhm.
you're already working with the New York Times, like or maybe the New Yorkers knew this person was going out, and they had, like, an understanding, like, "All right, if shit goes south, we're not gonna say that we sent you out there, but, like, do go
Mhm.
out there and and
Yeah.
report back."
Yeah, you probably just sign a waiver or something.
Yeah,
We're not getting associated with this.
damn. Megan says the wormhole is better than it sounds. It's a pretty fun spot. See you Saturday. Oh yeah, you're coming. That's awesome. That's
You're
awesome.
playing somewhere called The Wormhole?
The
Or
wormhole, yeah, in Savannah, Georgia on the
oh,
19th. I'm doing
oh,
3 shows this week. North Carolina, on the 17th, Savannah, Georgia on the 19th, then I'm going
wow.
to Florida to do Tampa on the 20th.
Wow, you're traveling so much.
So yeah, it was a busy couple of weeks, like busy month really
Yeah,
leading up to the album coming out.
that's
And
nice though. You're gonna be in warm areas?
and I just found
Yeah.
out I think I'm gonna be on Jim and Sam on Tuesday the 29th. So I hope that stays
Oh.
on. Yeah, I was just
I'll
chatting.
have to pay
Uh,
attention. I'll have to follow.
so I'll have to post when that's gonna be. Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta follow up with a couple people about some other appearances, but
I
yeah.
see you have some new things back there on your desk.
Ta-da! Okay, so this is a real candle.
The
Um,
bobbleheads.
yeah, this is somebody made a doll of me.
Oh, look at
It's
it!
so
It's
cute.
so
Oh, like a
cute!
baby Yoda dress
Oh my
and
god!
this cute hat. I think it stays on
Someone
yeah.
knit that little hat for it?
Someone knit it and then, like, pinned it to her head, so that's why I can't really pull it off.
Oh my god, you have
Maybe
the
I
best
should.
fans.
This was so nice.
Oh,
God, Ricky somebody shit.
I don't get
I should
dolls
really
sent to me.
oh, no, somebody make Riss a doll.
Someone make me a doll.
Make her a Riss Flex doll.
I get sent, like, tactical gear. They're like, "I
That's
think
I
you
want
appreciate
tactical
this."
gear, and then Han Solo came with the Chrissy doll. So now
Wow.
she has a
Okay.
boyfriend.
Yeah, that's good, she has company.
Yeah, and then, of
Nice. Yeah,
course,
that
like,
thing wrapped around his belt, that's what I get sent.
as always, the OG, the Hunter Biden doll.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Did someone make that?
complete with tattoos. Yes,
Wait,
Andy Masterson made this and sent me a bunch of accessories. that I don't have the room to put up here. I have to clear out, like, a lot of stuff. But he sent me an easel with some paintings, like Hunter Biden,
Wait,
paintings,
that's out of
little
control.
crack pipe,
That is out of control.
stacks of
Chrissy,
cash, a
put it oh my
laptop
god.
that's and then a book that says Ukraine, like, for I probably should do another post
Oh my
because it's,
god.
like,
Bring
Ukraine
these to the
editions.
content house.
Yes, I will. I will sit them around. Yeah, it says, like, Ukraine Natural Gas for Dummies, one of
Oh
his
my
books.
god.
And, he did come in his underwear, but I was like, I'm gonna keep him with pants
That's good. That's good.
for for the kids out there watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what does new boo think of all this, drama with old
Um,
boo?
so he's very supportive, and so I'm so grateful for that. He puts up with all of it, and he's been really helpful. He's stayed over a couple nights when like I didn't feel fully safe, and so he's protective. That's really good.
Good.
Um, yeah, you'll see him at the content house. He's a total opposite person than my ex. So
Aw.
it's good. Yeah, he's really great, and
Yay, I'm excited to meet him.
yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Have you met Carrie Smith yet? I think you would really like her.
No,
Yeah,
no.
she's great.
Keri?
Keri Smith.
Oh, let me look her up.
Yeah, I think have you met
Wait, I maybe on, the last pod that we were on together.
okay. Oh, right.
In past.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think you've met who was at the last Pocono's house thing? I think you met Marshall, Lindsay,
yeah.
Mead, Amanda.
Are they gonna be there?
Marshall and Lindsay, yeah, they're coming.
Ooh,
Because Marshall is
you have the coolest friends to
professional
help.
photographer, and they're everyone has a role. Everyone is there either to
I love it.
stream or to cook or to, like,
It's the
man the
best.
technicals.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet. Yeah, I'm excited to go shooting. I'm excited to well, it's gonna be probably too warm to ski or snowboard, like,
Is
it's
there gonna be a hot tub?
yes, there's a hot tub, there's a hibachi grill,
Is there a fireplace?
there's gonna be a fireplace.
Good. There's a hibachi girl? Wow, okay.
Yep. Everything's gonna be, like, a wooden,
Is there, like, a little bar?
delightful
What
is there gonna
about
be a
pool
bar?
tables? The last
There is a
couple
pool table, yeah,
awesome,
in the
awesome,
downstairs. Is
awesome.
there a little bar? I don't know if I don't think there's a little bar, could
We'll
be
bring
wrong,
one.
though.
We'll bring
Yeah,
one.
we'll bring one.
Well, all the ingredients, we'll set up shop.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get pretty obliterated at least one of the nights,
Yeah.
whatever the night is I
What are
think
we
I'm
wearing?
oh my
Are we
god, I don't
are we
know,
gonna
I've
have, like, a
been
formal night where we all wear dresses?
yes, everyone put on a tuxedo and a formal gown. That would be amazing. If you want to bring formal wear, I would not stop you. Maybe I'll bring a super fancy dress.
We should!
I have one
One
that's
night.
got, like, a huge rip in the skirt that I need
And
to
we
get
all
fixed.
have, like, do we have a big dining room table? Can we all sit down and have a formal dinner?
Yes, yes, there's a big dining room table. I don't have the pictures up. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull up some of these photos. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. No. Oh, right, it's nope, I can't reach the site. What the fuck? Well, shoot. I guess I don't know what the website is,
It's all good.
but
So
everything's wooden.
okay, nice. And it's in the same area as last time?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. We're staying at the chateau, the one that you said.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I
I
see
love
that
the
they have, like,
chateau.
a steam room and stuff. I'm excited.
They have a steam room? Wow, I've stayed there so many times and I've never thought to look for a steam room,
Yeah.
but it's cool.
And for
I
sure.
like that, hero here. I think her name is Risk.
Oh, I get all of them. I get Russ.
Oh, big Pocono London. Big Pocono.
Hot tub time machine.
Alright, I'm glad you're bringing your boo because, like, who knows? Who knows, like, what the heck, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's great at, party entertainment. He's a very social person, and he would be a great accompaniment to the
Yeah.
party. Yeah. Um, lots of games to play. So I'm curious about this, the room situation. Ooh, look at
Okay.
that.
Life is
Oh my
good
god.
here.
Are we gonna be, like, near a lake? Could we
I
go fishing?
think so. Fishing, really?
Yeah, like, bring back and eat our fish.
Okay, let's see if I can do uh, wow. So as you can see, it's, like, very much a wooden aesthetic.
Okay, we have to bring, like, little music stereos. I can bring some
Yeah, I
music
got a
stereos.
stereo. Look, there's, like, a lot of bunk beds. It's a mostly bunk bed scenario. I'm thinking this is gonna be the OnlyFans room. It's got the four bunk beds. People can shoot whatever content they want. I'm not gonna stop it. Here, kitchen to feed 30. I don't know about 30. I feel like that's, a stretch.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So,
They don't even have enough chairs.
but here's a hibachi
Where's
grill.
our chairs at?
Here's a pool table. Getting
Yeah,
room
that'll be
for
fun.
30. Again, I don't believe that. But then
They have
there's
the pots on the wall.
this.
Oh, they have more of those bedrooms with little windows. See, I stayed last
Yeah, I
night
didn't
in a
understand.
bedroom that had a little freaking window, and there's no way to shut it. There's nothing. You have to, like, figure out your own way to
Put a
cover the
towel
window if
over
you
it
want
or
privacy,
something.
or you just have to accept that you're gonna be looked at when you sleep.
Yeah, maybe this is good if you have little kids that you want to peek at.
I don't
I
know.
can't understand the need for a window. Maybe if you have,
Yeah.
like, a baby in there that you need to look at
Yeah, I guess you could see that.
near Camelback. We could go to Aquatopia if we get really bored. We could go to this
Go to
indoor
the wave pool.
water park, which I've been to. Snow tubing, which you've done before.
Oh, yeah. I
How
don't think
what
I'm gonna do it again, though, to be honest.
not great?
It's for babies.
It's
Like,
for babies? Okay.
everyone in line is a baby, or they're a
Ugh,
parent that has a baby in their lap, and,
boring.
yeah.
Ooh, we could zip line.
Ooh, yes, I've wanted to do that. I've never done that before, like, out in the wild like that.
Yeah, I will zip
Oh my
line.
god, I wanna live stream a zip line.
Yeah, so it's gonna be dope. Make
Awesome.
people sign a NDA? No.
So are you gonna be bringing, like, your whole, like, light setup
Yes, I have a
and
ton of equipment.
are you gonna be doing it, like, holding a camera or having someone else hold your camera? How are you
We're
gonna
gonna It's gonna be a combination of, like, some obviously, like, phone toggling, live
Yeah,
streaming, StreamYard stuff, and then we're gonna have, like, studio cameras as well, like, stationary setup.
okay, yeah.
We're gonna pick one of the rooms to be, like, the 24/7 or, like, 24-hour streaming room. Like, it's not like the whole house is gonna be bugged, like, have hidden cameras everywhere. That would be weird. But we might have, like, 1 or 2 rooms. I love the idea of doing a confession room. I think that would be
What is that?
I don't know, remember in the real world, they'd have a room with a camera on it, and you just go in when you're drunk,
Oh,
and you'd be like,
yeah!
"Rest of Wax is such a bitch. I'm
Oh my
sorry."
god.
Uh,
You have to. You have
yeah.
to.
I'm into the Poconos phase of my life. I did not see this coming, but I'm all about it. The skiing conditions this year were total shit. Like, we tried going to, like, 3 different mountains, and,
Yeah,
like, really, it was all terrible. Like, they weren't even
mhm,
making snow until
right.
January, and we tried going, I think last weekend or 2 weekends ago
Mm,
to this place on the border of Massachusetts and New York. I forget what it was called,
and it was
eh,
still shit.
but they had so many trails where the snow wasn't even covering the ground,
Mhm.
and,
Yeah,
like,
every time I've been up there, it's just been so bad.
I was like, "What are you guys doing?" Like, they just don't care anymore? Is it that expensive to run that they're just half-assing it and selling full price lift tickets? I don't understand.
Yeah, they
So,
want us
we're
to all turn into, like, solo mountain climbers. Have you
for real?
seen the movie Alpinist on Netflix? It's about
No.
this, like, crazy solo climber, and he climbs up, like, straight mountains, and he's broken all these records, and, like, halfway through it, they were, like, interviewing him. It's so sad. In the beginning, it's so inspirational. This guy's, like, proving you can do anything, put your mind to, climbing to the top of these highest mountains. Terrifying stuff, and then he, like, dies in an avalanche, and
Damn.
I know. In the beginning, it's like, I'm gonna try solo hiking, and then in the end, it's like, "No way. I can't do it."
Damn.
14 Peaks is also another one about solo
Ooh,
travelers, and Joe Rogan actually interviewed the guy behind that one on his podcast, and so I, like, went over and checked it out. 14 Peaks. It's, like, another just crazy one about these people that, like, they climb straight walls. I don't know how they do it. They, like,
that
stick
sounds
their fingers,
fun.
like, into, like, the sides, and somehow they get up.
That sounds really
It's
fun.
wild.
I like
Yeah, but
hiking and shit.
terrifying at the same time. Like, you look down and it's just straight down.
Did you see this? This is from Miss Hodge Jeannie. Chrissy, Daily Wire just dropped an article about private investors buying an island to form a micronation. Ooh.
Like, a content island?
Content island. Maybe it's like you can only join if you have a micro penis. Like the micro theme is thoroughly all the
Oh.
way through. That's awesome. I hope that if things get real bad, there will be a rich person who's like, I got you. Jump on my plane. That sounds
Lisa, he died in an avalanche, so he was, like, hanging from a rope on a mountain, and then an avalanche just covered him.
damn.
Yeah. It's so sad because they, like, interviewed his partner who did a lot of hiking with him. I can't call it hiking, you just
He was
call
a
it climbing.
gay hiker?
No, it was a girl.
Okay.
They weren't, like, married.
The gays don't really hike much, I don't think.
Oh.
I think that the gays like leisure. And
He, like when you try to figure out, like, what type of mindset this type of person is, like, who is this person that would do something so insane to, like, just climb Patagonia, climb, like, the mountains that nobody even
that
thinks to
you
climb because it's so dangerous, and
right.
then they talk about his history, and they find out he was, like, deep into the party drugs. He did, like,
Ooh.
20 tabs of acid and would just, like, disappear for days. And then he realized that he was getting too into that, so he stopped and then turned to climbing to get his, like, highs.
You gotta get it from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either people get lost in vices. I think it's important to have, like, a good outlet, a good healthy outlet.
Yeah. Yeah. He was saying, when you're climbing and you're in that such a dangerous situation, you have nowhere else to be but in the present moment. Like, you cannot think about anything else or else you will die. So, it, like, forces him to be in a certain mindset that helps him.
You to be focused AF.
Yeah.
That's what's good about weightlifting. Like, you are so focused, everything
Yeah.
goes into just, like,
Yeah, like, when you have
finishing
a
the
huge bar over your chest.
yeah.
If you don't if you fuck up, you're gonna, like, crush your lungs.
Deb agrees. Gay men like leisure. The lesbians are all about the hiking. Absolutely.
Mm.
And home improvement. Young
Yeah, like, Eddie Bauer, the store, it's just, like, lesbian clothing. Like, I'm a
mhm.
girl and I like those types of clothing, like functional heels, things that are great for outdoors, but the clothing, like, the designs of it all is just lesbian. You can't wear
Yeah.
it all. I wish they made it more girly, like
We need
girly hiking.
cuter outdoorsy
Right,
wear.
right.
Someone's gotta do it somewhere. Come on now.
Yeah,
Like, not everything is
right. Why can't it be
needs to
hot
be
pink?
beige, not everything needs to be camouflage, although isn't that the idea of hiking that you
Yeah.
wear a
Okay, but they
camouflage
could still make
aesthetic?
it, like, kinda cute.
Yeah, make it at least, like, make you look snatched at least, give you a waistline.
Right. What's going on?
Young Pei Ching, how was Texas? Always good to see you on You Are Here. Texas was awesome. It was, like, in and out. It was, like, literally one
It's
thing to
power.
another. It was Dallas to Austin. I did InfoWars, did Drinking Bros podcast. We slept over. InfoWars was kind enough to put me up. Me and Brittany slept over, and then whoop,
Oh, wow.
next day I drove back to Dallas. So it was another 4 hours. But notable stops were Buc-ee's. There's tons of Buc-ee's all over Texas, and I think the South. Best brisket I think I've ever had was at this rest stop called Buc-ee's. I was eating it with my
Mm.
bare hands in the car, like a
Wow.
freaking raccoon. It was so good.
Wow.
And
Do you
there
have
was
pictures?
I do. There was a bakery called the
Oh.
Czech Stop. Remember Czechoslovakia?
Oh.
And they sold these things called collages, or basically like kinda danishes, but square, and they warm them up and give it to you in mine. I totally broke keto for this. Worth it. It was like cream cheese and strawberry flavored. They
Mm.
have all different it was so good. It was like
Wow.
melt in your mouth, like a little sweet, a little salty, a
Wait,
little
that
cream.
sounds amazing.
It was retarded. It was so good. And there were these things called beaver nuggets, which I have eaten them all already because 'cause I'm just like, "You know what? Let me just eat it all, and then it's out of my sight. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I don't have to worry about all this tempting food." I brought all these treats back, and then I just was like, So now I'm firmly back on keto. I'm gonna go hard
Mm.
till Content House.
Ooh,
Yep, and
okay.
then I'm gonna be as snatched as possible, for the
It's
hot tub.
on, it's
Yeah.
on. I gotta get a gym membership today, so I look good in my formal dress.
Like, I'm not going there to be, like a hot tub hoe. You guys know what I mean? Like, that is not my express
Yeah, but if
purpose.
you accidentally end up in somebody's OnlyFans, you gotta look good.
If the paparazzi comes and snaps me,
Right,
in a bathing suit near the tub. Yeah, I wanna
right,
be ready.
right,
You guys know
exactly.
the deal.
Um, Somebody is coming to my house. I have a meeting.
You have a meeting. That's
Yeah,
perfect because I was just wrapping this up.
okay. She just called me.
Riss, thank you for the update.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on,
Good to talk to
and,
you as always.
yeah, I'm glad I could be giving you the updates. I'm excited for the content house, so much more to
Mhm.
come,
So much more to come,
so
so
much
many
more.
exclusives.
Yeah.
Follow Riss on her YouTube channel and on Twitter at, I think the Rissflex or Real Rissflex?
The Flex on Twitter.
Rissflex on
Yes,
Twitter.
yes,
Do not send her dick pics. She will just forward them to me. Yes, and
yes.
anywhere else people can follow you?
Just on YouTube at Flex.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you, chat. Until
Thanks for
next
having me.
time. Bye.
Okay. Alright, bye.